Good evening. Today we're going to continue working on Unit 11. We're on page 5 of your notes. And now we're going to be writing quadratic equations by identifying the real roots. Okay? And so we're going to look at problem number 1 on your paper. And I'm only going to do number 1. And I'm going to see if you can try to do number 2 and the rest, and we'll go over those in class. First thing you're going to do is find the roots. And if you remember in the previous objective, I said the roots was another word for zeros, another word for solutions, but another word for x-intercepts. So we go here. If you notice, we have an x-intercept here and one here. And if you count it, this one here is -4, negative 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this one is 2. Now, the key here is that this, by the time you get done, it's got to equal to 0. So if we start with -4, the way I look at it is this. What is the opposite of -4 that we can put here for x? So when you subtract, you get 0. The key with that, the answer to that would be 4. So I'm going to change this to +4. Okay? So -4 plus 4 gives me 0. Here you have 2. So the opposite of 2 is -2. So if you say 2 minus 2, that's 0. So again, the whole point here is that y is 0. Because if you notice on the x-axis, the y-coordinate is always 0. Okay? Now, we need to get the quadratic equation. If you remember, the quadratic equation is ax squared plus bx plus c. So in this case, we're going to go back to what we did in Unit 9, I believe, which was FOIL. So you do the x times the x, and you get x squared. X times the -2, and you get -2x. And then you get the 4 times x, which is 4x, and the 4 times -2, and you get -8. And if you remember, there's always like terms in the middle that you have to combine. So your final answer here will be y equals x squared. -2x plus 4x is +2x minus 8. And if you think about the quadratic equation and look here, you see that 1 will be our A, 2 is our B, and -8 is our C. So that's how you do writing the quadratic equations by looking at your roots. So try number 2, and if you want, flip it over. Here's number 2, and if you look here, there's the roots, 7 and 8. It looks right here, you have a 7 and an 8. So +7 and +8. What's the opposite of +7? -7. So the first one, x minus 7. There's your -7. What's the opposite of +8? -8. So x minus 8. So now you've got a head start. Do the FOIL and see if you can write down the quadratic equation, and we'll go over it in class after spring break. Have a great day.